All right, guys, what is going on? And welcome to the Xbox Showcase. We're actually a little behind. We're not actually live. I wasn't able to jump on right when the showcase went live, but we're going to jump in. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what's new from Microsoft, from Xbox, from a lot of the partner studios. So I'm really excited. I'm really freaking excited. I know there's like an Outer Worlds presentation that they're kind of gonna go through, like a detailed showcase and a few other surprises, so should be interesting. But I hope you guys are doing well today. I hope you guys are doing well today.
I care that the colonies in
What's going on, Fred? What's going on, dude? Happy Sunday, man.
We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is...
How's your day going, man? Can't wait, hopefully, to see Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I know we're not actually live. I just mentioned that. We're a little behind, like, the actual live stream, because I couldn't go live exactly at 1. But hopefully we see some pretty cool shit, man. I know they're doing like an Outer Worlds 2 presentation or showcase, like a detailed like presentation. So that should be pretty cool. I'm sure like Starfield's gonna have like, or Bethesda's gonna have like a Starfield reveal. What's going on, Sid? Happy Sunday, dude. How's your weekend been? Yeah, it's been pretty good, bro. It's been pretty good. A little hectic to start the morning. I wasn't sure if we were going to hop on and be able to stream the showcase, but luckily I was able to. Granted, we're like not actually like live with the showcase, but yeah, I'm pretty good, man. Pretty chill. Just a boring weekend. Hey, sometimes those are the best weekends, bro, where you just sit around and you don't do fucking jack shit.
Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
So there's the Outer Worlds 2. World premiere.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzaprom.
Oh, is this, oh, what the hell is the name of this one? I actually played this, not on the channel, but... Yanitsin, what's going on, dude? I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. I know I keep saying it, we're not actually like live with the showcase, so if you guys have been watching it, you guys might be a little bit ahead. Or if you're watching other people. How's your weekend going, man? Oh, they got bow and arrows and shit?
Yeah. humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
High on Life, that's the name of it. Okay. I forgot. You threw your bed out. What the hell? What do you sleep in, bro? Do you not sleep in your bed? You sleep on the couch?
World premiere.
Is this like Assassin's Creed? Nah. Is it? It could be Assassin's Creed, right? Nah, it can't be. Shit, wow. Residence? A Plague Tale Legacy. Oh, shit. Oh, that's what's her name from Requiem. Coming 2026. Oh, we're definitely playing that shit for sure. Definitely playing that shit. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. Hopefully y'all been able to chill a little bit. You're sleeping on your couch? Damn, bro, what the fuck? Why don't you... You just don't like the bed? Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. I didn't know if we were gonna go live, to be honest. It kind of sucks, like I don't have like It's like whenever I could go live, I'm just like throwing fucking shit together last minute. Oh, it's just like the portable, that's pretty crazy. This looks sick. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty sick. I'm not really like a handheld gamer anymore, but that shit looks pretty cool. Holidays 2025. Interesting. Did y'all buy that?
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We delivered Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and
That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in
I'm not
today's
gonna lie,
show
guys, that's pretty
will be
sick.
playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on
Like, I'll tell you
Xbox
what, like Xbox
today.
out of like over like
And every new
Sony
game
and
you see in
PlayStation, like
today's show, from our
it's so
partners and
convenient.
our
Like you can play a
studios,
PC,
Xbox
like you're a
Play
PC, you can
Anywhere.
switch to the like your
because it's
your progress
Xbox,
carries
you can
over from like
always have access
different
to Game
devices,
Pass,
which is really
with a
cool.
diverse lineup of games
And now
from
they
the
got this
biggest
handheld device,
franchises
which is
to
pretty sick
critically
too.
acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere.
Now they have
And
like
we
the
are giving it our
trifecta
all
of
every
like
day to make this vision real.
PC,
But it all
console,
comes
and
back
now
to the games.
handheld.
From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment
Better for
has
you,
stood
Violent
the test of
Dreamer.
time. We both believe in bringing
I'm sorry to hear that,
amazing
dude.
experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolf Studios,
Do you?
this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore.
Oh, this is what I wanted
Thank
to
you,
I'm
and enjoy the rest of the show.
gonna pause it real quick. Like, do you usually sleep with like the fucking with the TV on and kind of like just chill out like that? Because like for me, like if I'm sleeping in bed, like I'm the type where like I gotta have like some noise on, and then like I usually set like a timer on my TV, and then I'll like doze off, and then the TV will shut off, and that's like how I like sleep. You don't? Loki, what's going on, bro? What's going on, dude? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. I know, like I keep saying it, I know we're a little behind the actual like showcase because I wasn't able to go live, but I'm excited to check these games out. I'm still thinking about the types of platforms as a possibility as a permanent system. Yeah. I mean, eventually, I feel like it'll get to a point where like everything's gonna be cloud based. You know what I mean? But they're trying.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light.
But yeah, dude, this is the Xbox showcase.
We should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule.
Oh, it's definitely got Witcher 3 vibes,
Turn
guys.
us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them.
We're definitely playing this one for sure.
Their worst nightmare.
I think this was made by like the Witcher 3 devs, or some of the CDPR devs that worked on the Witcher 3.
Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
Damn. There it is. Maybe they have a release date. The Blood of Dawn Walker. 2026. Yeah, that's the one that it's made by a bunch of former CDPR devs that worked on The Witcher 3. So we'll definitely be playing that one for sure.
World premiere.
Work's been busy. Looking for another job? What do you do, Loki? Like, what's your current job? I don't think I would ever play this game. Like, ever. No Starfield yet? Are you actually... Are you... So, obviously, we're not, like, live with the showcase. So, if there is news about Starfield, we're not going to... We're not going to see it until we're like 15, 20 minutes a little bit behind. But I would imagine they're going to have something, you know what I mean? They have to have something, bro. Like, they just have to. Donation greeter?
Watch your back, Yakumo. You're a wanted criminal now.
So what kind of job are you trying to... what kind of job are you looking for, Loki?
My duty.
Like, do you have something, like, specific in mind?
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
Yeah, no, we're like a few minutes behind, but I was like, fuck it, dude. If I'm not actually live, like when the showcase goes, like, should I stream it? But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we'll just do it.
There's something I need your help with.
Even if I'm like 10, 15 minutes behind. What do y'all think about the fucking... Did y'all see the Resident Evil Requiem trailer? That shit looks crazy, bro. That shit looks wild. And it's coming out in what, like February? January, February?
The Dark Dragon is mine.
I don't think I've ever played that. Maybe a stalker. Hey, well, I'm sending positivity your way, bro. Hopefully you're able to find something that pays you pretty well, man.
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
That was actually a good game. I really enjoyed Indiana Jones.
This is where it starts.
DLC?
Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
The Order of Giants. Ooh. September 4th. Oh, that's actually pretty soon. So I'm assuming we can put like that's on Game Pass. We wouldn't have to buy it. That's another reason why fucking Game Pass, guys, is so good. Yeah, dude. I hope you're able to find something you like. It pays you pretty good.
輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
Yo, what the fuck?
「西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。」
Like, this looks cool, but I don't know if I would like. I don't know if I would play it. Beast of Reincarnation.
封じ後エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
Hey, but Synth, do you do anything to like? Are there any like exercises you do to like help you make like get you to like sleep better at night? Xbox Game Studios.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine, because they sweep their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
What the fuck?
Sure as shite ain't for the decent.
Pissed off doll.
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Anything big till now? Not really at this point.
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill?
Like me personally, I think that the one game I would be looking at is like High on Life 2, because the first one was really funny. I don't know if you guys have ever played that one. It's like that alien shooter game.
Let's see if we can narrow the suspects.
But Zanch, what's going on, man? What is going on, bro? How's your weekend going?
Tall.
Yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
So there's not one game, Zanch, that you kind of like.
I see.
Like from the Summer Game Fest that you got excited about? Not one freaking game.
This time, breaking in is the easy part.
Like even like Resident Evil.
Your brandy, sir.
Are you kind of like you're not into like the Resident Evil franchise?
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him.
Staying asleep during a dream, that's the problem.
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol?
Damn, bro, he just fucking beat the shit out of that guy with a
seen it with my
candlestick.
own eyes. I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing
What the
bag
fuck,
of places.
bro?
You'd either got a gang at your back or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
They just want us beaten, broken.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed.
Oh, that's pretty sick. You can customize shit.
Let's go and
That's pretty cool.
Arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse.
So, like, Synth, do you have, like, vivid dreams? Like, to the point where, like, it just fucking wakes you up every single time?
They can rewrite us.
Like, is it, like, PTSD related? Like, just, like, a stress thing?
Found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time.
It is.
Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened.
Do you take, like, medication for it, or is there, like,
One choice at a time. And I can even go.
Are there, like, specific techniques that kind of help you
change the future?
I always say, like, relax your brain, but
the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
yeah, that shit a long ass fucking Clockwork Revolution. I've never heard of that.
Now let me alone and piss off.
What the fuck, bro? That shit crazy. Play day one with Game Pass. Yeah, but like, do you take medication, or are there like techniques out there that help you?
Are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision.
Oh damn, dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
Dark Ages from Bethesda. Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard. And Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also
sorry to hear that, dude.
more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility
This Outer
of
Worlds.
where and how
What?
they play the game.
I'm praying for you, man. Like, hopefully one day, like, you won't have to go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it sucks, but
in Game Pass,
like, hopefully with like therapy and like a little bit of medication, like,
consoles and PC will be Xbox Play.
you'll be able to have some normalcy when it comes to like sleep.
Thank you. These experiences don't stop.
I know
when
it's
you
another
put
side
down the
effect of like having to
As you've
serve
seen in recent years,
in the military,
more and more
especially in like
our
in a war.
characters, stories and worlds are expanding.
But I'm praying for
to
you,
brand
bro.
new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the
We never
upcoming
played
release
Avowed.
of the Outer Worlds 2
I didn't really
this
get.
October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our direct, but until then, let's take a look.
No, so that's Outer Worlds 2. World premiere.
World premiere.
Amika, weekend was more chill. How was yours? Hey, it's been pretty chill, man. Pretty chill. Kind of just relaxing. I didn't know if we were gonna actually go live for the showcase. So the fact that we're live for this damn thing is remarkable because I never stream on the weekends. But yeah, it's been pretty chill, man. That's cool though. You able to hang out with the fam? What did y'all eat? What's the go-to dinner that y'all whip up over in the neck of the woods where you're from? Bling bling, what's going on, man? How's your weekend? How's your weekend going? And the Resident Evil game does look pretty sick, bro. I'm excited for that. We'll probably be playing that. We'll definitely be playing that here on the channel. I know we played what was it, Resident Evil 2 remake? I did a little walkthrough on that one, I think last year. You're not a big into Resident Evil and wasn't a big fan of Mind's Eye either. Oh, you're a data scientist, so like anything against AI, you're fucking like, nah, bro. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not sold on Mind's Eye. I don't know about you guys. I know it's made by a couple of developers that were from Rockstar that worked on like GTA, but like I'm not really sold on that. You know what I mean? Like I was contemplating playing it here on the channel, but I think we're gonna hold off and not play it. Granddaughter's first B-Day. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. So you're able to like chill out with the family and have a good time. So how many grandchildren are you, is it only one granddaughter or do you have multiple? Mind's Eye looks hella suspect to you? Yeah, I'm not sold on it, man. I'm not sold on it. It looks pretty, like, I've seen the gameplay, but I think like it's easy to kind of like pull snippets of a game and make it look pretty good. So like I'd have to see like somebody actually play it before I'm like, yeah, dude, I want to invest a lot of time into, or especially like here on the channel. Like I don't want to play something if I know I'm not 100% going to enjoy it, you know what I mean?
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the Yoke Girth action figure can ride anything!
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current
Damn. I played this for a little bit, not on the channel, but
you gotta keep them separated.
this game can actually get pretty addicting. Grounded 2, there it is. July 29th. Interesting. Obsidian, another Obsidian game. I feel like it's such a great design for a game.
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual.
This kind of has
They become exceptionally aggressive.
like Dead Space slash like the Callisto Protocol vibes to it.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Which I'm all for that shit, bro. Like that, I love me some like Dead Space Callisto Protocol.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
Oh shit, coming fall 2025. We actually might have to play that, guys. I love freaking like Dead Space Callisto Protocol. We might have to jump into that. You only got one grandchild? But that's cool, man. It's cool that you're able to like hang out and enjoy that moment, you know? Elder Scrolls Online. I never jumped into Elder Scrolls Online. Here we getting a secret update for Cyberpunk. I don't know if it's secret, bro. I mean, maybe it could be today. I guess it's today. I guess the secret is like they're just releasing it today. But I heard they were coming out with an update, or they confirmed an update where they were going to release more content, like quests and stuff, which I'm excited for. Considering like they said they weren't going to work on the game anymore. They said that they were moving on to The Witcher 4 and you know, the sequel to Cyberpunk. I've never heard of that, Zanch. Yeah, I've never heard of that, dude.
World premiere.
Yeah, it does look good, yeah. We'll definitely check it out.
Made it! Made it!
Like, I love those like sci-fi, like fucking alien creature shooters with like a linear story, like a level design and shit. It's so much fun.
Evacuate now!
What game am I looking forward to most? Or upcoming games?
You sacrificed everything for a new world to save mankind, and I'll always love you for that.
Oh, is this, what's it called? I think I know what this is. I could be wrong, but I think this is oh, what's the name of that IP?
Wherever you are.
Oh, I'm way off.
I'll find you.
There's a game called like Survive Mars or some shit. I think that's what it's called. Surviving Mars or Surviving the Moon. I don't remember. Oh Oh shit. Upcoming games, I would there's a lot, man. There's a lot. I mean, the new Dying Light game looks pretty crazy. I'm contemplating. I mean, I think I want to play that one when it comes out. Mafia, the new Mafia Old Country game looks pretty sick. Ghost of Yotzi, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock.
The game looks pretty sick.
I've never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations, much like the caretaker.
Death Stranding 2. Like we'll be playing that in a couple weeks here. I'm excited for that one. But there's a lot, man. I can't just like pinpoint one particular game. The problem for me is like I can never find enough time to fucking play all the games I want to play, unfortunately.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations.
And then like every time I go in and play a game, then like there's another game that gets announced or released, and then it's like, damn, I gotta find time to play that game.
So my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wicker Man your ass.
Oh shit, it's crazy.
You keep looking into things.
But what about you guys? What games are y'all looking forward to? Like, give me some lists. Give me like a top 3 list. Like, even if you don't play it, what are some games that you're looking forward to like watching, or that kind of pique your interest a little bit? There are no ghosts at the Grand.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland could be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear.
It's like a strat game.
But is she worthy?
GTA 6, nothing else for you? It's like Yanitsid for the most part. Yanitsid wants to play GTA 6. I know he's into like you know, Starfield and Cyberpunk, but I think a lot of people are excited for GTA 6. Oh, Age of Mythology.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is
I think I played that like a couple times, like 10 years ago or some shit like that. I used to get into like all those you know, Age of Mythology, fucking Civilization. Yeah, GTA 6 is gonna be crazy for sure.
누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은
Yeah, but I think the whole like gaming community is gonna shut down when GTA 6 comes out for sure.
그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
Like, I think Red Dead 2 had the same like impact, you know what I mean? Yo, this shit looks actually pretty cool.
당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는지. 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가? 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Yo, that shit wild. It's got like the 28 days later zombies where they just fucking sprint.
지정태.
Alright, that looks pretty sick. That looks pretty cool. 2026. Hell Is Us and Ghost of Yoti. Yeah, actually, you reminded me of Hell Is Us. I saw that one too.
World premiere.
I did pique my interest, but I don't know if it's something that we'd play here on the channel. But it did pique my interest a little bit. I like the aesthetic of it, like the. But yeah, we'll definitely be streaming Ghost of Yoti on the channel. We'll be doing like a full playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima as well. Planet of Lana 2. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if obviously like they're probably gonna have a few surprises in the showcase. Like, are we gonna see Elder Scrolls 6? Got Fallout 76.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim.
It's crazy how
Yes, you'll find fish of all
it's crazy how far this game has come from launch.
From its mightiest of
like
rivers
it was
to
so
its
bad at launch.
Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Holy shit, bro.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build
But yeah,
your
it's
own
crazy.
little slice of paradise. A place
It's
to
crazy
show
how
off
far
all
this
the
game has
bits
come
and
from
bobs
launch. They
you
added
collect in your
so
truck.
much content to the game.
Got a green thumb? Plant your own
I remember
peaceful
people were
vegetable
pissed
garden.
because like there was no like storyline to it. There was no like dialogue.
Like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Yeah, I would not be eating that shit.
World premiere.
I feel like right now they're going through like some of the, you know, the smaller to mid-level games. And then we're about to get a few surprises here in a minute. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys have played, what was it? Elden Ring Night Rain? But from like the outside looking in, it seems like that game didn't hit the way that it probably should have. Like, I could be wrong, but... Or maybe it was like a cool concept. Like having like a multiplayer for Elden Ring.
World premiere.
I don't know if it's me or if like I'm just fucking old now, but like this shit does not. I mean, I probably would never have played this when I was younger, but I just don't ever see myself jumping into a game like this. I know it look like I'm fucking like 20. My ass is getting old though. Like, this shit does not seem like I would enjoy it. But to each their own. If people enjoy this shit, like, it's like, oh, is this this isn't Power World, is it? What the fuck is this? No, it isn't. Animo. It's got like a Pokemon vibe to it. Kind of like Power World, which I never jumped into.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life. But more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world. And that means everything to me and the team.
Man, I used to fucking play Tony Hawk, me and my brother, like all the time, guys.
Attention to detail.
Like back in the day.
New parks, new music, new
just for like the
skaters,
music.
and more.
Like the music was
enjoy
so
it all
cool.
with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
I don't know why, but I feel like I would never jump into this gaming. Like I said, like I used to play it like growing up. I just don't see myself like playing it, you know? I guess if like we have more time to like play games, I was able to, you know, have more time to play specific games on the channel. We could like, we could play it, but and we got Ninja Turtle of this shit. Oh, they got like a Doom thing?
World premiere.
What do you guys think has been like the best Xbox exclusive game to ever be released? Like specifically for the Xbox platform, what do y'all think has been like the best IP or game to come out? Bro, what the hell's the Doom guy doing in there? Oh, you know, that's definitely Microsoft. Like, hey, dude, we gotta. I feel like Microsoft does that, or Xbox does that a lot of with their games. Like they'll do like a crossover with their different franchises. Like we saw that in Starfield. They brought in like they had like the whole Doom side quest with within Starfield. Which is I don't know if they're trying to like promote the game or the franchise. Oh shit, let's go. Oh, they're gonna remaster the OG game? Coming to players more than ever before.
Look who decided to show up.
Oh, crossplay.
You think you can still find your way back home, Phoenix?
Damn.
Baby. Let's do this. This is gonna be awesome. Form up!
Reloaded August 26th. Oh shit. Damn. All right. Oh, it's essentially like a remake. That's interesting. Played this game so much on 360. Yo, that was the time period, like Gears of War and fucking Halo at the same time. Like Xbox had like two of the biggest IPs. Like their popularity were freaking so high. And then I feel like both franchises kind of like went downhill. Like I feel like Halo is a shell of its former self. Yeah, like Halo 3. Yeah, it was either Gears or it was Halo. Like those were the two games that I know I played a lot of. But it's cool that they're investing in Gears to kind of hopefully bring it back a little bit.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it.
Oh, is this what's it called?
Is if that's what we wanted. As smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable.
I wonder how popular this game actually is. I know it's been around for a long time.
Ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves. Season 17. Holy shit. That's how you know it's been around for a long time. August 2025. I couldn't remember the name of it.
World premiere.
What?
This is ridiculous. Please, come on. Are you one of them? You're here, but
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
Damn, he just Hulk smashed his fucking body into the concrete.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
Oh shit.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you!
Like an old school type of
Ready to bleed? This is over.
Is this something you would play, Bling?
Let's do this. Gotcha.
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
I'm up. Yeah, how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Damn, what the fuck? She blew that guy's head right off. Holy crap. You love the show? Hey, you'll definitely have to check it out, man. You'll definitely have to check it out when it comes out. Not into fighting games though? Yeah, that's kind of not my it's not my cup of tea per se. I'm not really into like those old school fighting games as much. But it could be worth to check it out if like you're into like Invincible.
Know your place, little lamb.
Depending on like if it's got like a story. Oh, is this Final Fantasy This is the most recent one, right? Yeah. Oh, it's coming to Xbox?
But she may yet be saved by you.
Yo, what the fuck?
World premiere.
All right, that's interesting. Final Fantasy 16. That's a surprise. And it's available today. You want a good Dragon Ball game? I know they've been coming. They come out with a couple Dragon Ball games over the last what, like 6 years. I've never personally played them, but like, dude, I love Dragon Ball growing up. The TV show, the anime. Like we would watch that like all the time. What game would you prefer, like an RPG or like maybe not like an RPG, but more like an action RPG? What the fuck? Still watch Dragon Ball?
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels.
I'm not into this game. I don't know why. I mean, it's cool, like the art design, but
and Keeper is no exception.
Phil Spencer,
Looking
dude.
ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox.
That's crazy.
It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox.
He looks a little
with
skinnier.
a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like inXile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved
There's no way
series
that's it, right?
debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox
Damn, you can see how
hardware
big that shit is in his hand.
Our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look.
Dude, that
at The Outer
handheld
Worlds
device
2
looks crazy.
and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the
Still watch
direct,
Dragon Ball?
we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
Yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick to have like a fucking open world.
World premiere.
Like a Dragon Ball game.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide.
It's got like a futuristic
Our
game.
advancements are designed to elevate everyday
The
life.
fuck?
Reshaping the future of technology on a global scale.
That shit went straight into the fucking TV.
I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
What is happening?
Fear is a powerful thing.
Oh shit.
Menendez.
Oh damn. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I know we haven't technically played like any of the Call of Duty campaigns here on the channel. Like growing up for me, like I always loved Battlefield over Call of Duty. I mean, it looks cool, but Damn, that was a underwhelming showcase. I'm not gonna lie. No Starfield yet. It's a. That's kind of interesting. Like, what the fuck? I feel like we didn't really get like much from that showcase.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of Obsidian, with Avowed releasing early this year and now ending the year with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best?
Out of a scale from 1 to 10, like what would you rate that showcase?
No, you're doing great. You nailed it. The sequel is the lifeblood of every great
1 being
franchise.
the worst
Think about
rating,
it. The original creates
10
the
being the
world and builds
highest.
fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no raccoon tail. No sequel, no Zune 2. Which doesn't really exist, but I wish it had.
There was a Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2. I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian, and I have sequelized
Head of sequels?
everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage. So trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
You know, I jumped into like the first Outer Worlds when it first came out, and it was pretty good. But for whatever reason, I never finished it.
The Outer Worlds 2 is a sequel to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company. It's really a complete realization of everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly, this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel for a world that I helped co-create. It's really just a fantastic opportunity to explore and expand the universe in interesting ways, and to go even further with the themes of how people are affected by living in a dystopian corporate reality.
You can shoot your way through it, you can talk your way through it, you can sneak your way through it. And so no matter what kind of playstyle that you like, this is just an awesome franchise and an awesome game to jump into,
Bland.
even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from, as it has all the elements of a great
Yeah,
Obsidian
I mean,
RPG. Interesting characters.
There's some cool
deep
games that
worlds,
came out that they showed, but
in the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest.
Skills and traits.
We got no fucking Elder Scrolls news. We got no Starfield news. We got no State of Decay 3 news.
A world where players can use their specific skills, perks, and backgrounds to solve problems in unique ways in our new, bigger worlds.
I mean, there were some pretty cool reveals, but
RPG experience, and building out that RPG crunchiness for our players was at the forefront of what we set out to create. We prioritize those deeper RPG options with different character builds and combos so players can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
so I know that the first Outer Worlds game was pretty unique. That
a blank slate to build on top
like the
of,
dialogue choices were actually pretty cool.
Begin to define your personal
and
experience
immersive
in the game. You can make any kind of character you want, but we've given you a role. That role is an Earth Directorate agent. You can think of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Directorate. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law.
Yeah, it's just I mean, there's some pretty cool games that they showcase, but like as a whole, like as a, and like if you're trying to think about the whole showcase, yeah, like it's a little underwhelming.
Choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds too, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick.
So it's kind of like Starfield.
So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points.
I mean, yeah, kind of like Starfield,
really
I guess.
Great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance.
That's
and
cool.
You also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs?
But yeah, you could argue like the fucking handheld device was the biggest reveal of the
Quite what I meant, but I like your contempt for boundaries.
of the showcase.
Your adventurous spirit to good use.
And you get like lots of really cool, fun conversation options in the game, but we took that even further.
Yeah, I
and
have the
there's
same
lots of
feeling,
elements
Loki.
in the game where you can be dumb and use that for
There's
something.
a few
Could be
games that I
something as simple as banging
they
on
caught
a
my
machine
eye,
to get it
but
to work. After you've invested in some of your traits, your next choices
Like
are going to be choosing
the,
your skills. The skills themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle.
What's it called?
and what your
Cronus?
character is doing
That
in the
game looks pretty cool.
That will be everything.
The one that
from
looks like
playing
Dead
stealthily
Space
to
in
stacking for an
the
explosive
Callisto
specialty.
Protocol. Other than that, the Dawn Walker game, but that's not an Xbox exclusive. That's just like a.
Throughout your entire journey, your character continues to change with the different choices you make. In the Outer Worlds 1,
game they were
actually
showing off
had
here.
more skills than we have, so we condensed them down to really the core and essence of what we really wanted there. But we made each point that you put into a skill much more impactful. So instead of getting small percentage changes, we actually did much larger changes per point that you put into each skill. And again, all these things, because of how they're checked inside the world itself, can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets.
But there's no like mini game? You
There's
just
another perk called
pickpocket.
Heavy-Handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk.
What the
As you
fuck?
start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it. We have this perk called Assassin. Now, this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually gonna get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
That's pretty cool. Damn. No, so you could get some pretty cool like
Flaws were a system that
assassination
everybody loved from the
chain
first game.
kills with
But
that.
we wanted to make
with
it
that
more
perk.
personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better, and more real than ever before. So, we turned to the team. And I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees? They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
Outer World catching your eye?
Take small things sometimes.
So
I mean, it's made by Obsidian, so like you know they worked on New Vegas.
When do you give
a
them
few
back?
other.
I don't.
I mean, obviously
Claire.
they did Avowed earlier this
You
year.
shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire.
Tiny crimes.
Tiny crimes? Do you hear the second part, though? It's a crime.
Well,
You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing
And I
flaw.
know, like
No,
from
put me in the
afar,
game.
like I said,
If you're
I
a bad
played
person,
Outer Worlds
and
for
I know you
like
wanna take my stapler,
5 to 10 hours, and it
Yeah.
was well, not
Give it
maybe
back.
not 5 to 10 hours, but
You, what do we got? Flaw.
it was a good RPG. Like a lot of people
I like to stare at the sun.
rave about Outer
How
Worlds
long
or
did
the
you stare at
first
the
one.
sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour. An hour.
Oh. Makes me feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this.
Yo, they actually put it in the game. What the fuck?
Move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
Yo, that's crazy.
There's one called Kleptomaniac. This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So you have to be very careful about how you use them.
One of our more wacky perks is the Sun Gazer Flaw, and it just gives everyone cataracts while playing their game. So everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
Why would you choose that perk?
Player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're gonna take a debuff for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, Loki. The whole bad knees perk.
Weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them. We also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors. Or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island. Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest for them and really kind of prove that you're a friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
You could go guns blazing, and you could just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across.
So there's different ways that you can
lower the bridge
approach.
And actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side.
Different ways that you can approach quests and stuff like that. Which I really enjoy in games, like when they give you options to kind of tackle the game.
Like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across.
That way, if you go back, you can replay the game in a different way and experience it in a different way.
There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions. The companion who they just found is part of.
We're no different than the Breeze if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit, I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
I like that.
From the very beginning of our discussions
about
the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game.
I mean, I'll be honest, the game looks pretty good.
Representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff.
I mean, look at the game, guys. It looks pretty damn good.
The really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
It's kind of like Cyberpunk. Like whenever you do like a quest or a specific mission, I think the radio would update whenever you listen to it.
Caused by Anti's Choice malefactors have been corrected.
Or whenever like the news would pop up on the radio.
I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but
which is cool. It adds like another depth of like immersion to the game that you're playing.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol's part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence for support
she looks
of
pretty
chaotic and
crazy.
dangerous tendencies. At one time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work, and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived.
Yo, her
however,
arm is
Inez,
wicked. Look at that
she
shit.
wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things.
The fucking hand coming out of her
Finally,
back?
there's
What
Tristan.
the heck?
He's a Protectorate arbiter who is
That little
judge,
arm,
jury, and
like, creeping
executioner
over?
all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
I mean, bro, if you over there have fucking...
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony.
Getting a little frisky with the pillow. We got to talk, man. That's a little weird.
Of the Arcadia colony system by Anti's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting in space.
That's pretty cool.
That evolution is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions.
I'll tell you what, guys, the game looks pretty damn good.
Including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists. In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Auntie's Choice uses it to help their bottom line. The Order just wants to show how it exists within the grand plan. We want players to feel like
that looks
Arcadia
sick as
is
fuck.
a
I'm not gonna lie.
living place scarred by a long-standing war. Fairfield, one of the first towns you encounter, was once under Protectorate control, but has recently been taken over by Auntie's Choice. They don't just occupy the town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man. Showing the towns evolving after the invasion helps us push immersion for our players. One of our priorities in visually realizing the world of The Outer Worlds 2 was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about the player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in The Outer Worlds 2, we really want to express not just the corporations, but how the player interacts with other facets of the world, like government entities or religious structures. And then we elaborate on those.
With larger environments, we wanted to encourage exploration by improving player mobility across the board. Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
The one thing that was interesting in the first Outer Worlds game was like the map wasn't completely open. Like it wasn't massive. Obviously, like there's different planets and whatnot.
Our art, and especially our gameplay.
So I wonder how that's gonna evolve in this game.
Is true to the original
in terms of like the exploration.
First and foremost, right? Like we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in The Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds. Quick ones, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O, optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I wanna make them happy, so let's, okay? All right, mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet pre-order. Clap with me. Sweet. If you don't have rhythm, Brandon, just say it. Sweet pre-order.
Yo, what is happening right now?
Blowing mine, and here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay, well, it's a big part of the game. A, you gotta agonize about how many people are gonna be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T.
Wow, bro, what?
In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we end it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of video games today.
For The Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased the variety of weapons,
that's pretty cool,
including new weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have things like the Borscht Blaster that fires out tumors that can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health. We have a weapon called Rookie's Reward that will actually level up the more you use it throughout the game. And every time it levels up, it's got fun fanfare where it's like shooting out confetti and it's got a fun little setup. We have a really fun weapon called the pop-up gun. It fires out ad drones that will distract your enemies with corporate ads, slogans, and jingles.
Yo, what the fuck?
You can focus fire on them or explode these drones for additional damage. New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly. And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down.
Yo, look at that shit. That's crazy.
Exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray, that was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game, but we improved it though. So instead of shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk, and we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them, because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies, they wanted to kick them, so we made sure to double down on that stuff.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed.
It's like the heat leeches from Starfield.
That's just super cool, called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that, you'll actually get additional bonuses each hit you do. One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path. Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right situation to devastating effects.
Holy shit.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking through combat. So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer to be immersed in a first-person view, taking in all of the details. But there are others who really prefer to take the world in from a third-person perspective. Why not allow both? Well, now you can swap between the two. Let you enjoy the experience in whatever way you like. One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way, and you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
I always love when games do that, where they give you the option to go from first to third.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest
because it does
game
add a different perspective, you know what I mean?
More reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life.
Are they pissing?
And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a
they got
multi-project studio,
piss animations in the game.
Never released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games. It is truly an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
I mean, I must admit, guys, the game looks pretty good. I mean, obviously, it's made by the people that made, you know, Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds, the first one, obviously. And it's got like a little comedic element to it. I remember that from the first game, too.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds
it's a little
2
weird.
on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after.
Be real, guys. When y'all open up a new whether it be like a console, or a new device or anything, do y'all sniff the packet, sniff the device?
You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this.
Y'all get like that new plastic smell.
Around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
Maybe not sniff
Fantastic.
get your nose up on it, but you get that new
play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this.
that new
bread.
device smell.
You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order, or why are any of us alive at any time? It doesn't matter. Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
Was that too much? I feel like they shouldn't have added him to the presentation.
We're so proud of Grounded. What started as a small passion project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored, built, crafted, and fought off giant.
Have y'all ever
bugs
played this
together.
one?
Y'all helped make the entire experience very special to us.
I played it a little bit. It's pretty
Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it.
like I said, it could be it's a little addicting.
To steal a bit of time from the Direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game. So with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very narratively strong games. They make games with really deep characters and great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled and honored to be working with Obsidian Entertainment. Our two studios share a lot of DNA. The same things that are important to Obsidian Entertainment are important to us. Choice and consequences, player communities, and doing justice to great IPs and great franchises. The fact that we're the first partners that they're working with to make a sequel to their franchise feels like we're an important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2 take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops, Willow,
and Pete.
They're a couple years older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school.
Damn, so they've just been trapped
It's 1992.
in this miniature form for years.
But we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded. The reason we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant. Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. All of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Damn, that shit is crazy how big that is.
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all of the commotion, the ice cream vendor.
Wow, that's crazy.
And its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers is
that shit will be melting though, no?
Explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park. And so there's all these toxic chemicals under the ground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools. And of course, nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach. We are oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates, you're gonna see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making
it's definitely a lot of fun, Bling.
Faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking.
Because what's cool is like you can build your own base. You can continue to like,
get out of danger quickly, or
you know, loot stuff, build your base, build like a house. I mean, there was some pretty crazy structures that people could build in the game.
The insects in the game will have these abilities now too, sort of like a chess match, but one that's super frenetic, looks super cool, and is ultimately just a ton of fun. We're leaning into clear play styles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues, effect-wielding mages, and ranged hunters. In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations. And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the wolfbane daggers and the wolf spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive
That's pretty
backstab
cool,
damage
bro.
that also inflicts venom. Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with.
Why y'all killing a fucking ladybug though? That shit wild.
On the archetype system. It's going to be awesome watching it evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up with all of your game-breaking builds.
One of the great things about Grounded is the variety of players.
Yeah, this is like one of the coolest things about the game.
Builders to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to my friends to use. This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
Because what's cool is you could play with other people, like other friends, like it's co-op.
Make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially when they're playing co-op with their friends. It was really, really important for us to deliver on all of that for the bigger space and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community has been asking for since the very first Grounded release. Mounts.
Wow, so you can actually ride like spiders and shit.
Have an entire suite of moves and have their own special abilities and attacks.
We really wanted the buggies to be an extension of the player in every way possible. And that meant making sure that buggies had unique and valuable abilities across all the core pillars of Grounded. So that doesn't just mean exploration and travel. That has gameplay implications for combat, crafting, and building as well.
Damn, so they can help you like,
expand on
oh, they can
player
carry shit. That's
playstyle throughout the
crazy.
game. We're gonna make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
The Red Ant soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into combat and you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy,
So that would feed it, speed up the process of like building out your
The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility,
houses
like
or whatever.
building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters. They're also super fast, and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser-powered insects, and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures. So the Orb Weavers won't be your base-building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at Game Preview launch. There will be others in the future, but those are the 2 we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel.
So it seems like they're going to do the same thing they did with the first game. They did like a game preview.
We knew we wanted to return to game preview.
That's how they launched the game, and then
Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world.
like a
But
year
there's
later,
so
they
much
did like a
value
full
in building
release
it
of the game.
alongside the community. Buggies change how you traverse and navigate the park. What we're doing with Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience and make exploring the park far more fun. That kind of feedback loop helped shape the original Grounded, and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park.
Interesting. So they're doubling down on the story.
Ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We found that being open about what we were planning and then following through was key to building trust with the community. As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found resonated the most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count.
Hey, I feel you, Bling. I feel you on that, man.
New buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good
Like
stuff.
I'm kind of the same way, man.
Public roadmap, so everyone knows.
I typically don't play a lot of multiplayer games.
All of us at Obsidian Entertainment and IDOS Montreal are super excited about how close we are to letting all of you players get shrunk a second time and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2. If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really
I think like the best way to do that, obviously, is to like reach out to like those communities, to get involved with like the communities, and then
with an entirely new perspective.
you could meet new people, whether that be like Reddit, Discord. You just jump into the game and you play
and survive together.
like a multiplayer game, and you meet new people that way. But I know, man, it can't be difficult when like you don't have a lot of people that you could go and jump into a game and play the game with. You know what I mean? That's why I just play fucking single player games, dude. Like the whole multiplayer aspect of it all is a little can be a little overwhelming. Is that it? I think that's it.
We have been expecting.
Your son tried to show you, but it didn't get it.
This is where it starts. We can change the world as we know it. Can you?
Yeah, I think for some games, like it's cool to have like other people to play with. And obviously, like some games, they design it that way that you experience it with other people.
Here's the plan in the mud.
Yeah, like the best way to go to like different discords. Maybe to go to like different discords or like Reddit and like reach out to like, you know, the people from those communities, and then like that's one way of doing it. Like, hopefully at some point in time, you know, my channel gets to a point where like a lot of people can come here and like hang out, vibe out, interact with each other amicably, and you know, but people interact and you guys can play games with each other and stuff like that. So well, who knows, man? If I do jump into like Grounded, I don't know if I'm gonna do Grounded 2 on the channel. I'll probably be playing other games, but like we could jump in and play a little bit. Yeah, definitely ask him again. But yeah, you gotta go to like Google, like go to Reddit. Obviously, you can look up like you know, different discords that have, you know, the communities based off of those games. Not saying like it's gonna work every single time, but apart from that, like if you're playing like a multiplayer game, like it might be ideal to just jump into like a multiplayer game, and hopefully like people have their what's it called, like their proximity chat, or like people you can just, because I know there's a lot of people that do that. They'll just hop into like a multiplayer game, and then that's how they meet people. Only a few good ones. Are you talking about the showcase, Fred? Yeah, it can be a little confusing, Bling. I don't blame you, man. It can be a little confusing. A worst case scenario, you could, I mean, obviously you're on YouTube now. Like just type in like on YouTube, like how to navigate through Discord or like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like how-to videos or like tutorials or whatever. Not saying that's gonna help you 100%, but you'll have like a better, hopefully you'll have a better understanding of like how the systems work. You know what I mean? Like I have a Discord for the channel, but I mean, I haven't been on it in a long time. But yeah, guys, we will obviously, if you guys are watching this back on the replay, you know, jot down your thoughts and opinions on the showcase. I'm a little underwhelmed, to be honest, guys. A little underwhelmed. I thought there was going to be news on Starfield, potentially like the Elder Scrolls. You know, Outer Worlds 2 looks actually pretty phenomenal. I'm pretty excited for that one. But yeah, all in all, I was not expecting it to be as, I guess the good word is bland. Bland is a good word for it. But there's a few games I'm excited for that I will potentially be playing on the channel, so I'm excited. But we'll be back. We will be jumping into a game later, maybe like in an hour, or even shorter than that. We'll jump in and you know, potentially jump back into The Witcher 3. I might jump into The Witcher 3, or we'll jump into State of Decay 2. I haven't decided yet, but we'll definitely be back in like an hour. Short time, and we'll play some games while I have the ability to do that because I can't really stream like on the weekends. So we will be back. We'll crank up another stream today. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. It really does mean a lot. I don't really typically do streams like this where we're watching like showcases, but because I never can like get I can never stream when the showcases actually come out, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, like I said, like if I do play Grounded 2 and I have spare time, like maybe we can link up and we can play it a little bit. Hey, I appreciate you for coming and hanging out, Synth. I don't know if you already left, but I appreciate you, man. Hopefully I see you in the next one. Yeah, Showcase was definitely bland, man. Like I'm kind of surprised. Like I was saying before, I think the biggest thing or the biggest reveal was the fucking handheld device. I mean, I guess that's like subjective. Like other people might have, you know, they could have been excited for, you know, Grounded 2 or you know, a few of the other games that they showcased, but I think all in all, it was a little underwhelming. I guess for like the average person, you know what I mean? Like someone could have been looking forward to a specific game for the longest time and they got overly excited, but I think that might have been one of the worst showcases for Xbox in like 4 or 5 years, to be honest. So but yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. Like I said before, you know, let me know your thoughts and opinions on some of the games in the comment section if you guys are watching this back on the replay. And, you know, let me know what games you're looking forward to playing the most. But yeah, guys, we'll end it there. We will be back shortly. We'll crank up another stream. We'll jump into a game. Either The Witcher 3 or State of Decay 2. And kind of vibe out a little bit. Enjoy this Sunday afternoon. But yeah, appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, but take care, guys. If I don't see y'all in the next one, you know, hopefully y'all have a great rest of your day, your Sunday. And you know, if not, you know, hopefully I'll see you on the next one. But yeah, take care, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one.